Happy Sunday, guys. It is Sunday, and today has really been, I don't know where you guys located, but I'm located in Maryland. And so, today has been, a really beautiful day. I'm such a nature person. I love being in nature. I love trees. I love looking at the sky. I'm a fire sign, so I love being in the sun. I love sitting in the sun. I just be sunbeaming all the time. So, yeah, today was just a really beautiful day. I went to the gym, worked out a little bit. I took me a nap, got some rest, paying close attention to my body, listening to my body when I feel like something is off. I make sure I do something about it. I don't ignore how I'm feeling. And so when I feel off, or when something just don't feel right to me, I do something about it. If I can do something about it. So yeah, guys, I haven't been doing lives as often as I could or should, because I just haven't been having the time, but I'm making time. I'm making the time, and I'm doing what I have to do or whatever to make sure that I show up for my social media platform or whatever. So yeah, but I hope you guys having a good Sunday, making time for yourself, showing up for yourself. In order for you to show up for other people, you got to show up for yourself first. Taking care of you, being selfish with you, practicing solitude, spending time alone. And doing these things is how you will begin to be able to show up for other people, because you putting yourself first and you loving yourself. 3 of the things that I always talk about to women, or females, if you will, is self-love, self-awareness, and self-identity. Those are the 3 things that I always talk about and teach on my platform, because when you know who you are, when you have self-love, when you have self-awareness and self-identity, when you know yourself, there is nothing no one can say or do to manipulate you, to knock you off your game, to make you feel less than what you are, because you're not. It's just nothing will be able to deter you. You get what I'm saying? And so even when you having bad days, and I don't even consider having bad days a bad day, I just consider it being a day. Don't even say bad day. Just say I had a day. Because the words we use definitely play a huge part in how our life shows up, how things happen for us in our life, and how things manifest and show up in our life. So it's very imperative that you watch the words you use. Don't adopt negativity. Don't adopt negative words and things like that. Just say I had a day. If it didn't go the way you wanted to go or according to your plan, just say you had a day. Don't say I had a bad day or a shitty day or a fucked up day. Don't say any of that. Because what you don't realize is that those words, you're going to attract more of bad days, more of shitty days, and more of fucked up days. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to manifest something that you're not ready for. You don't want to manifest something that you don't want. So just say I had a fucking day. Now you can say that I had a fucking day, but don't say I had a fucked up day or a shitty day or a bad day or any type of negative energy day. Just say I had a day. But anyway, in order for you to show up for other people, hey Arca, hey girl, in order for you to show up for other people, Erica, did you get your email? I sent the email out the day before yesterday, or it was yesterday. Check your email, please. Let me know if you got it. Comment on this video. But yeah, let me know. And so you have to be aware of self. Like, you have to know yourself. You got to think about it. When you was born into this world by yourself. Even if you had a twin, you still are your own identity, right? So you have experienced any heartbreaks or hardships, okay, Erica, if you have experienced any type of whatever, there were times where you had to sit in that room alone by yourself and cry your heart out. You had to be the one to be by yourself when someone left you. You had to be the one that sit alone, walk alone, fly alone, wherever. When you go into a job interview, you have to go to that job interview alone. You got to sit in that room alone. When you go to your doctor's appointments, most of the time, you have to go alone. You have to show up by yourself. The point that I'm making is that when you are aware of yourself, you are okay with showing up alone. You are okay with being alone. It's nothing wrong with practicing solitude. It's nothing wrong with being alone. And so you don't want to be in a space where you always feel like you have to have someone. You have to have someone to validate you, your feelings, your needs. No, you validate your own self, your own fucking needs. You validate your own self. You know what I mean? You don't need nobody on the outside of you to tell you about you. You don't need your mother to tell you about you, and she gave you birth. You don't need your father to tell you about you. Okay? And they the ones that brought you here. But the creator of this universe is higher than our parents who gave us birth. Our parents was just vehicles to get us here. Okay? And so what we have to understand is that when you understand self, when you understand who you are okay to walk this path alone. You are okay to walk your journey by yourself. You don't need nobody but you. You is all you need. And a lot of people are searching on the outside of them when the whole time everything they looking for in other people, which can be love, attention, peace. They looking for joy. They looking for other things in other people to validate themselves. When the whole time you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need nobody else to validate who you are. You don't need no one to tell you about you. Okay? There are times, and even myself, I'm guilty of this, right? I was married before, and sometimes, a lot of times, what we tend to do is we tend to look for love and affection and attention from our mates, our partners. And when they let you down, when they not able to hold that expectation that you putting on them, that's when a lot of hell break loose in relationships and even in friendships. And so what I learned to do was not put no expectations on nobody. I don't expect nobody to do anything for me. I hold my own self to my own expectations. And sometimes I can't even, meet my own expectations. And so that's why it's important that we understand and know that it's okay to not expect something of someone, or it's okay to not expect for someone to be able to do something. It's okay because some people don't have it in them to be able to do what you're required from them to give. And so a lot of times that's how we trip ourselves up in relationships, friendship. We trip ourselves up in relationships, friendships, situationships, because we hold these people to a standard that they're not even able to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't meet you at that standard that you holding them to, because it's not in them. You get what I'm saying? Like, a husband can't really show up and be a husband if it's not in him. He can't love you. A person can't love you if they don't love themselves. A person can't bring you peace if they don't have a peaceful life. If they not living a lifestyle where they are practicing peace, how you expect for someone to add peace to your life? How do you expect for someone to add happiness to your life if they not happy? How do you expect for anybody to show up and do anything for you? This is why so many families and homes are broken, because you have, for one, media showing nothing but making black families look bad when there are plenty of good black families, okay? But media will not ever show that, you know. But we also have families where a lot of trauma. You have people who had traumas from their childhood. You know, the term would be ACE, which is adversity childhood experiences. And they never got healing. They never got therapy. They never got healed. They never seek the therapy that they needed. And so a lot of times what happened is people will pair up with another wounded individual that's still hurting from a past situation that they never healed from. So now you have two wounded people partnering together, not realizing what's going to come out of that. I'm telling y'all my story, y'all. This is my story, okay? This is what I've been through. And so, and it had to happen. It had to happen, you know. I'm not having no pity parties or any of that, because I'm glad the shit that I've been through happened for me and to me, because I realized that it had to happen. And, you know, it made me a better, stronger woman. It helped me to discover my strengths and my weaknesses. And so we have to go through some shit. But we have to realize that when you are aware of yourself, when you become more aware, see, I wasn't aware of who I was when I started dealing with my ex. Like, I wasn't aware. I was young. Like, I started dealing with him when I was like 14. And so when I got older, when I started to become the woman that God has created me to be, I knew that something was going to happen if this person don't get in alignment. And see, I was working on myself while I was married, and I knew that it was a possibility that I was going to end up leaving this person because we were unequally yoked, if you will. That's the term that we would hear church folks say, you know. But, you know, we weren't equally yoked. And that brings a lot of stress, tension, and weakens your immune system, you know, when you are in a toxic situation. So once I started to realize who I was, yeah, it was game over. I realized who I was. I realized my identity. I became more aware of my surroundings and who I am inside and outside of myself. And once I realized the world that I was creating for myself was changing, I desired more of that. I wanted more of that for myself. And so the more I began to change, the more people, including my ex, would like shift away from me. See, this is why it's important to know that energy don't lie and energy is real. When a person see that you are no longer where you used to be, they will remove themselves. You get what I'm saying? They will remove themselves. They will self-sabotage. They will do anything to fuck up their future. Sometimes they're not even conscious. They're not aware that they're even doing it. So, when you become aware of yourself, powerful shit will start to manifest and show up for you. Things will begin to happen for you. You become more happier. You're going to become more happier. You're going to become more at peace. You're going to become full of more joy. You're going to just be forgiving people. You just going to have a forgiving spirit. You just going to be a whole new being. You're going to become lighter. You're going to want to start eating healthier. You're going to want to start you just going to become more kinder to yourself. You're going to start to love yourself so much more. You're going to start vibrating on a higher frequency. And you stay there. You stay in that space. When you start to vibrate on a higher frequency, you stay there. Okay? You're going to start to experience some supernatural stuff happening in your life. You ain't even going to be able to explain. But what we got to realize is that we are energy. Our spirits never die. Spirit never die. And so, because our spirit never die, when we enter these bodies that we're in, we still a spirit. And so, because we still spirit, we create and manifest the life that we want for ourselves. Good or bad. Good or bad. So, why would you want to pick and choose a life? You know what? I don't even want to say why would you, because what I will say is that some stuff has to happen. It's inevitable for us to experience some heartache and pain. It's inevitable. It's no way around it. It's no way around it. Like, you're bound to experience some type of heartache and pain. And so, you know, when you experience that, in those moments is when you experience aha moments. That's when you experience, you know, your why. Like, why am I even here? Why am I existing? That's what I started asking the universe. I started asking the universe, why am I here? It started to provide me, the universe started to provide me with tools, people. It would show up. I would have glimpses of different things show up in my mind. You know, I would start to see my why. Why am I existing? Yes. And so I just want to encourage you all today and let you know that once you practice solitude, spending time alone, self-awareness, self-identity, self-love, when you start to love yourself, you are going to attract people who are going to love you at that level that you love yourself. You know, and if you're not satisfied with your movie that you're creating, because that's what it is. We are stars on our own stage, writing our own scripts. And if you're not happy with the script that you're writing, change it. That's the beauty of it. You have the propensity, you have the power to change your movie. If you're not satisfied with how your life is, change it. Do something about it. Look around you. If you're not satisfied with that, change it. Because believe it or not, you are the one that created it and attracted that life. If you got people in your setting and you look at them in a certain type of way, do know that you are a reflection of them. You play a huge part in why they're in your setting. Yes, you do. So you have to understand and know that we are powerful beings. We are so powerful. And a lot of us only showing up 40% when we have a whole other 60% that we not even tapping into. It's a whole 60% of our life that we not even tapping into. Like, I don't think people realize that. A lot of people are sleeping on themselves, not realizing that you have the same power inside of you to make things move, to move mountains. Yes. Yeah, you have that power inside of you. But you will never know or tap into it because you are not practicing solitude. You are not tapping within yourself. You're not going within. You're too busy going out. You're not supposed to be going out. You're supposed to be going within yourself. That's where God is. Only God, the universe, can show you your higher self and where you're going. So I hope this message definitely, and I know it did, help someone today to tap into your higher self. Go within. Go within your own self so that you can see and realize that you do have the power within yourself to make a huge change in your life. And the moment you make that change in your life is going to be the moment where you're going to be adding value to this universe. Because you are not adding value to this world when you out here just trying to do everything for everybody, pleasing people. You're not adding value that way. You're taking away. Because you're not doing it because you really, really, genuinely feel compelled to do it. You don't feel compelled to do it. You're just doing it because you see everybody else doing it. You add value to this world when you go within yourself and you start to heal you first. When you start to heal yourself first is when you start healing people around you. You can't heal nobody if you ain't healing yourself. People need to stop that shit. People need to stop thinking. Even parents. I see parents all the time telling their children, you need to go sit down and get yourself together. How are you telling this kid to go get that self together when you ain't even together? Oh, why don't you just be happy? How do you expect a child to be happy if you're not happy? You don't display characteristics of happiness to your family, but you telling them they should be this and do this and be that and do that. I hear men and women telling their children, oh, you need to go get a job. Go get a job. But you don't have a job. How you up here telling your children, promoting them? And I'm not saying like, you shouldn't do it. But what I'm saying is that if you're going to if you're going to speak about this life, you need to be about it. Don't tell somebody else, even your children, what they need to do or should do if you're not doing it. That's weird as fuck. Go get yourself together. Stop crying. I will never tell my child to stop crying. Cry. You need to release that. Even if I hit him, just go ahead and cry. Release that energy. Release that waste and let it go. Right? So it's just so much that people are missing, including myself. Like, I'm still on this journey. This journey of life is limitless, okay? It's no limits. It's limitless. I'm changing every day. And you should be too. You should be changing every day. Okay? God did not create us to be one way. God didn't create us to just be stagnant and stuck and this it. Oh, I'm going to go punch the clock and work for this. No. Whoever receives this message, this is for you. Because everyone ain't going to receive it. But you have to understand and know that God did not create you to just be mediocre. God ain't create you to just be one way. Like, we don't even scratch the surface of our core being. Like, we don't even tap into our core being. Like, I never thought that I would be a certified hair loss practitioner. I never thought that I would be able to accept insurance for the services I provide in my practice. I never even thought that I would be having a practice. I thought I would just always be a licensed cosmetologist doing hair styling, and that's it. Right? I never thought that I would be a certified hair loss practitioner. I'm literally a practitioner. I literally have MD behind my name when I'm dealing with insurance. Right? And so when God gave me this idea and God gave me this vision, I didn't understand it, but I acted on it. Even though I didn't understand it, I still went forward. And now look, God is still showing me things that I did not even fathom. And so we really have to get to that place where we practice self-awareness, self-love, and self-identity. These three things, I'm telling you. Self-awareness, self-love, and self-identity leads to self-discovery and self-actualization. And when you get to self-actualization, you ain't arrived or made it, but in that part, when you get to self-actualization, that's when you definitely know that you are ready. You are ready. You have done enough. You have accomplished so much that you are now ready to tap into something that's bigger than you. Because you done accomplished and done so much. Behind closed doors, people didn't even witness what you done. And it's not for them to witness. So, yeah, guys, like, we just really have to get to that place and that space in our life where we have to really believe in ourselves. We have to know without a shadow of a doubt that whatever visions, whatever dreams, whatever aspirations, whatever this universe giving you, whatever ideas that come across your mind, you need to know that that was not no mistake. That wasn't, just no regular thought. That's just, whatever that was, you write it down and understand and know that that can be your ticket to becoming a multimillionaire. That can be your ticket to creating the lifestyle you want, even though you already creating the lifestyle in your mind already. So yeah, write this down. Practice self-awareness, self-love in this order. Self-love, self-identity, and self-awareness. Practice those three. And start practicing affirmations. This is why I included affirmations on my products. Because I want people to really understand that our words have so much freaking power. Okay? Words have so much fucking power, y'all. I'm telling you. Every word that I speak over my life, every word that I has spoken over my life over the last 5 years, every word that I've spoken for good has shown up. I have manifested everything that I spoke out into the universe. Because I believed in myself. I believed that God was going to provide me with the things that I'm requesting. And it's my birthright. I deserve this. I deserve it. It's my birthright. You know what I'm saying? We got to really know and understand that our life I'm sorry, guys. So anyway, I'm sorry, I was reading a message. But yeah, I'm just going to start doing random live videos, guys, because I believe and know that there are individuals who definitely need to hear what I have to share that's going to help you reach your higher self. Because I want for y'all what I want for myself. And that's real shit. It's enough money out here for everybody. It's enough for all of us to get where we want to go. I ain't got to be selfish. I'm going to share. I'm going to help you. I ain't got to wait to become a millionaire to share what the fuck I know to help you get to where you got to go. I'm going to help you on my way. You understand? Like, I'm going to help you on my way. I don't got to wait until, you know, I've arrived or I've reached that plateau in my life to help someone else. Like, we going to climb this mountain together, y'all. I'm going to teach and help y'all and give as much information, tools, and knowledge as I can. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because I'm always willing to be the student. People is doing the same thing for me that I'm doing for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with sharing, giving information to help people. If I don't know it, I will try my best to direct you in the direction that you need to be directed in. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. You know, and I love y'all. I'm praying for your peace. I'm praying for your happiness. I'm praying for your self-love, practicing self-awareness, and stop looking for answers on the outside of you and go within you, because all the answers are here. All the answers are here, guys. It's okay to have accountability partners. It's okay to have people that you can pick up the phone and call and talk to. But just make sure that these people are in alignment with themselves. You know? Don't call people who just going to say any fucking thing. Like, you need people that's going to hold you accountable. You know? Especially when you want the best for yourself. When you want the best for you and you don't play about you, you're just not going to allow anybody to say anything to you anyway. So you want to make sure that you have people around you who is on the same frequency, the same vibration as you, because they only want the best for you because they want the best for themselves. All right? So I hope this message was definitely beneficial and helpful for you today. I love you all. And I'm wishing you all nothing but light and love, sending you light and love and happiness, joy, peace, all of those positive vibrations to help you vibrate at a higher level, you know, so that you can manifest the life that you deserve, because it's your birthright.